All right, so welcome to Key Train, and thank you very much for accepting to do this interview with me.
Thank you so much.
And for those of you who are watching, this is Elena Murillo, and she is the creator of Flow. And we will try to touch base on what Flow is and how Flow was created by Elena. But let's start with you first. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I was born in Spain. I'm originally from Spain, but I lived most of my life abroad. Actually, since I was a little girl, I was feeling like an outsider. I wasn't the popular girl that everybody wants to be with. And I always wanted to be outside, and I didn't really feel happy in my environment. So since I was little, I started learning languages, and I studied languages in university, and I continue, and I did a master's degree in London, and I did translation because I just wanted to travel and mix with the world, as I was used to tell to my parents, because I wasn't happy in my hometown in Spain. And actually I was brought up in a very rigid Catholic environment, and I wasn't really free to do whatever I wanted.
Okay.
And so I traveled a lot, but I wasn't happy really. And it's like 4 years ago that I started going into health coaching, and I did a course of health coach. And I started to discover many things about me that I didn't even know. And actually, I had some childhood trauma that I never overcame, and it was just there, but I didn't want to see it because I was feeling very full of shame, very shameful, and very guilty about it. So it was really a very difficult time for me, but it triggered in me a kind of a spiritual awakening.
Okay.
And I changed. And I found this energy that I keep on talking about, and this energy that it was in me that I completely didn't know about. And that's why I created Flow. And it was this energy that was coming from somewhere I didn't know where it was coming from, that I knew it was helping me to recover from, because I was completely down. Like 3 years ago, I was in my lowest point in my life. I didn't know what to do, and I was physically sick. So it's then when I made a connection in between your mind and your body. If you're not well in your mind, your body suffers, and all your emotions are stored in your body because it happened to me. So now, I started as a language. I was teaching for a long time, and I love to teach and interact with people. But now what I do, I like to change people's lives because my life changed. And I just want to do the same on other people.
When did you come about? When did the idea of Flow come to you?
Actually, it came because this has been a long journey for me. I started my health coaching because I was very interested in nutrition, and I've been doing fitness for many years, and exercising and running, but it was all related because I wanted to look good. It wasn't because I wanted to feel good. It's because I wanted to look good. So I wasn't really connecting to my body.
Right.
I just wanted to look good, so not to be judged by other people. And so it came, this idea, one day that I was running, I was lost. I knew I wanted to help people because I have this force that is telling me you have a mission, but I wasn't quite sure. And I ran a lot. And when I run, I do it. I used to run because I was angry. Now I run to relax. And whenever I run, it's a very meditative practice for me.
Right.
And it came to me one day while I was running because I was feeling lost. And whenever I feel lost, I go for a run. Because I know there's something that comes to me. It's like I can touch something deeper in me only by running. It's like I can tap into my intuition. And suddenly while I was running, I had the vision. I visualized myself dancing and moving in a free way and helping people to do that, to become relaxed, not to be so stiff and to become themselves, because that was happened to me. I was stiff because all my life they told me you cannot do that because it's not well seen. And when I was a kid, I wanted to dance. They didn't allow me to dance, and they didn't allow me to sing. It wasn't good for a girl like me. I had to go to university. And so actually what I want women to feel that energy they all have inside them that make them feel free.
Okay, so flow gonna provide this inner freedom to people?
Yeah, of course. It's a tool.
Okay.
It's not something that you do once and you suddenly you feel free.
Right.
Because women are very stiff, are not relaxed at all.
Why do you think they are stiff?
Because of society, because everything around them, because the way they are brought up. You know, women, we are brought up with the idea that we have to nurture, we have to look after our kids, we have to have a family, we have to marry. It's like a perfect life that every girl, at least in Spain, when I was little girl, you know, how many kids do you have? When do you want to marry? So that was the perfect life for a girl.
The programming.
Yes, it wasn't really, and I'm not saying I'm very happy, I'm married, I have kids, and I'm very happy woman, but there was something that was missing and that was stopping me from being myself. And now when I see myself doing flow, I can't even believe it's me doing that, because I thought, oh my gosh, like 5 years ago I would have thought, what are you doing? Are you crazy? How are you moving?
Right. I have a question, because you are also a practitioner of Tai Chi and Bagua and martial arts for the last year, as I know. And do you see any connection between what you're doing with the martial arts and flow?
Of course. I actually, the idea of flow came 1 year after I had been training here in Ki Train with Tai Chi and Qigong. And my inspiration comes from Qigong, especially Qigong and the healing energy, and how we can get the energy around us, the energy from nature, and we can impregnate ourselves with that energy, and we can become stronger. And actually in flow, we work with energy. So what I do, I transport the people who are in the class to places like the sea, the mountains. It's a meditation. And they take the energy from the highest mountain and the energy from the sea, and I want them to feel it and to sense it in their heart. So it's actually is a feeling, what you feel, but you need to be relaxed. If you are tense, you don't really have all the benefits of flow. And for that, you need to do it often.
I have to admit that I've been to your last flow class, and I have to admit that it was really amazing what you've done, and how you managed to bring people from let's say into a very intense level of energy, then to a complete state of relaxation. How do you achieve that? I've listened to the music you're using, the level of the music. Whatever you do is a combination of you're blending the senses. So can you tell us a little bit more about how you do that?
Okay, so first of all, we start with breathing. For me, flow, you need breathing, because when you breathe, the breath rules your mind, and your mind rules your body. So you need to really start controlling your mind, because your mind is crazy and is doing tricks on you, and you're going to start thinking about what I have to do at home when I come home. I had a fight with my son or with my husband. So at the beginning of the session, the first thing we do, we relax.
And through breathing.
Yes, through breathing, long, deep breathing. And I normally set an intention, and so people, they have to focus on that intention, and breathe in all the good things and breathe out all the negative thoughts that they're bringing to the class, because And first of all, and to feel safe, because
Right.
there is no way to relax and open to yourself if you are not feeling safe. So this is the first thing we do. And after what we do, what I'm going to start doing in January, I'm going to try to tackle different themes, and in January we'll talk about letting go and forgiveness. So we are going to work with one theme, letting go and forgiveness, and we'll set intentions at the beginning of the flow session.
Right.
And I'll give them mantras, because while we are moving, the moving has an intention behind. And so your mind has to be involved.
Right.
You just don't move for the sake of moving. You
Right.
move with an intention.
Right.
And
right.
so everything is working together, your mind and your body and your spirit.
Correct.
Because
And this is what I found absolutely amazing, that you brought people to a state of relaxation that allows them to accept more what you're telling them. And this is something that, not anybody can do. So I think that's one of the unique things that you created with flow, to use the body and breathing and meditation and the music and everything that you're using to bring people to a 5-10 minutes of, let's say, flawless listening and acceptance.
Yes.
So
yes,
I think
yes.
that was amazing for me.
I have to say that the music I'm using is shamanic music.
Okay.
And Celtic music, some classical music, and there is some contemporary music, but with a meaning.
Right.
If I want to give a message about love or about, walk through difficulties, I choose music that has a meaning with a very powerful lyrics. But otherwise, is very rhythmical music and very powerful. There's a lot of drums. Right. And we do a lot of drumming, and we do a lot of jumping and shaking. It's all about energy. Right. But while we move, I talk, because people would say, how do I know how to move? Because you just need to close your eyes and listen to me. Right. And do whatever I tell you to do. If I tell you you're in the sea, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to feel you're in the sea. And I will talk to you and I will make you visualize. So my words will drive you there, and you will really feel you will feel the water on your legs. Right. And so it's very powerful. There's a lot of connection with nature, and that gives us a sense of wholeness and connectivity, because we are part of nature. Sometimes we don't know. There's a lot of grounding. And at the end, there is this deep meditation that I do either forgiveness, self-love, but I guide them in a journey for maybe 5-10 minutes. Right. And I know by experience and what people tell me, they say that it's so meditative. They've never felt like that before. Right. They even see things. And because this is what I'm trying to reach, I want you to tap into your intuition, to get a message, a sign that you can read and you can find answers. If you have a problem, if you don't know, if you want to do something, you don't know what to do. So I really want you to tap deep down into your intuition. Right.
So I know from your background that you've been studying lately. You've been studying about hormones, and you've been really studying deep these subjects. And I was wondering, are you consciously connecting the mind producing of different hormones when you do this practice? Because what you do is actually you induce the chemical production of the body. So can you talk to us a little bit more about that? I know you're doing that in the background.
Yes, so. Yes. I'm helping also women. I'm helping women they normally come because they want to lose weight. Right. And
is flow something to lose weight too?
Of course.
Yes, great.
Of course. Most of women who come to me, they want to lose weight because they are not relaxed, and they just trying so many diets, and nothing is working, and actually, is our thoughts, our minds that are ruling our whole body, our hormones, all our endocrine system in our body is ruled by our thoughts. And people, yeah, of course, what you eat is very, very important, but your thoughts that rule your mind are so important. If you feel happy, and if you see a person who is in love, it looks great, everything looks great, and because it's positive, and so you have healthy thoughts, and those healthy thoughts are producing chemical reactions in your body.
Right.
Negative thoughts, it distorts all your body. It makes you sick. So of course it helps, of course, because if there is no hope, there is nothing you can do. If there is a client who comes to me and is convinced that nothing is going to happen, that I try everything and nothing works, and sometimes they even see that I go deeper into the mind, they don't want to come with me because they don't want to tell me, they don't want to open to me. So some clients, they just want, okay, tell me what I need to do when I have to eat, and that's it. But this is not all about what you eat. It's about our thoughts and, people around us, our environment. Are you really getting yourself around the good people, the people that you need? Or maybe you are in a toxic environment. So you have to think about those things.
Right. So flow is available for group sessions, but as you're mentioning, you're also available to take one-on-one sessions with people that they do the workshop. Issues come up and you can help them with a one-on-one session. So flow is available for both group sessions and also individual sessions as a process.
I can, of course. I can, I am a coach, so I coach individually. So if somebody comes to me with a problem, we work on that problem. But actually, it's not only one problem. It's a combination of problems. It's it's a circle of life. There are many things.
Of course. Yeah. Is flow only for women or for men as well?
This is a question because I'm starting with flow at the moment because I am working only with women.
Okay.
I'm still thinking if I'm going to open it for men. I'm working with women because this is helping me as a woman. And because I had a lot of limiting beliefs as a woman. And because I felt I wasn't free as a woman. And so everything that comes out of me, it comes from my perspective of being a woman. So for me it's difficult. Later, who knows, because I never know where my route is going,
Of course. Maybe for couples. Maybe you can do it for couples.
Yeah, but at the moment I think and I feel identified with women. And so I want to help women. Yeah, this is my mission.
How about the age? What is the age that who can join? Women, I understand. Who can join flow?
All ages. I was even thinking of doing for the school for my kids, doing one session for teenagers. Because teenagers also, sometimes they feel like I know teenagers who are going through a lot of troubles, and there is a lot of with all the social media, there is a lot of pressure out there, and I know there is a lot of eating disorders. There is anxiety, there is depression, there is a lot of that. So yeah, I would like to work with teenagers. That's something that I have it here at the back of my mind, and I want to start working with teenagers.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah, I suppose because also when I was a teenager, I didn't have an easy life, and I suffered from eating disorders too. So I know where it is, and I wish I had some help at that time, but I just came out. I didn't have any help.
Right. Okay. So if you would have, to summarize the main, 3 or 4 benefits of flow that people can take from this interview, what would be the first 3 or 4 main benefits?
Okay. I think a good benefit that I feel, because I practice flow most of the days in my house by myself, and my kids come in the room and say, no, okay, we're leaving, because I'm just dancing all over the place. For me, it's emotional release.
All right.
Sometimes there is something that is bothering me, I don't know what it is, and or my lower back hurts. Something hurts, I always make a connection. If there is something that hurts in my body, I know there is something that's not working.
Right.
I have something I have to let go. I have something I need to heal. So for me, it helps me. I have to say that we also stretch, and stretching is so good to release emotions, because the emotions are stuck into our fascia, in the body tissues.
Right.
And people complain about pains all over the place, and actually it's emotional pain.
Yes.
And so emotional release is one.
Okay, one is emotional release, yeah.
And detoxification, we sweat a lot.
Okay.
Because we jump and we sweat. Relaxation.
Okay.
And relaxation, because at the end, when you do it, you feel so calm and relaxed that you become more positive.
Right.
And that's what I do. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll do it. And even I listen to the music in my car, and it really, just listening to the music, it brings me back to flow. And I feel relaxed, and I feel much more positive and more hopeful. Right. Because this is, for me, the most important thing, never lose hope, always be positive, and even if something bad happens to you, there is always the shiny side. There is always, maybe it should happen like that, and you have to find the silver lining. There's always something good in there.
Of course. That's great. That's great. It's your positivity is
if you follow me on Instagram, it's all about positivity.
It's contagious. Yes. Yeah, you're right. And we have to be contagious with positivity. Both negativity and positivity are contagious. So it's better to be positive and stay positive. Yes, that's true. Great. So you were mentioning that you're practicing alone. So flow is available as a class. You teach people, you guide people, and then they can also practice by themselves, I understand?
Of course, if they have the music and
they have a routine. You give people a routine.
Yeah, they have a routine. They have the music, and because normally the routine is very similar. I change the music sometimes, and I change the environment. You can be on the mountains, or you can be in a river. You can be on the sea.
The mental environment.
Yeah, the mental environment. But it will also depend what are we working with. If we are working with, with limiting beliefs, for instance, we might be pushing, and taking energy from the earth or from the sea, or pushing or walking.
So you're using the physical manifestation of the thought, the mental.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right. So if you want to push away something, you're gonna push, and you're gonna close your eyes, and I'm gonna make you feel how you're pushing that thing away, because you don't want it anymore in your life.
Right.
And when I want you to feel the love, for instance, because we do a lot of love for me, love is the most important thing. So we take the love from the universe and we put it in, so we touch our hearts a lot, and I just talk so they can sense their heart, sense your heart, sense your heart. So I repeat. It's like a meditation when you close your eyes and you have your headphones, but you're moving.
Right. Amazing. Any other last thoughts that you want to share with us and with our audience?
Okay, I would like to say that this for me is changing my life, but it's changing my life because I found that there is something else apart from, we feel all like humans. We have to go to work. We have to do, like everybody does, go shopping, going out for dinner. This is for lunch, and, this is what I was doing all my life. But I found out that we are not only human, we are divine. And once I found this divine nature in humans, it changed my life, because I have to say that everything I went through in my life, I went through a lot because I suffer from childhood abuse, and I thought, today I was thinking, some people, they get into depression.
Right.
But me, instead of using that as a way to victimize myself and thinking, oh, how miserable I was, why did it happen to me, what I went through bulimia, blah, 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 everything that happened in my life. And
right.
I decided I didn't want to become a victim. And this is what I always tried from the beginning. At the beginning, I was crying, and I say, no, Elena, stop crying, don't be a victim, be a hero. So I decided to be a superwoman. And I want to be a hero, I don't want to be a victim. And this is what is helping me, and that's why I always try to see the positive side, because I know we are responsible for everything. And we have to accept it. Everything that happened in our lives is part of ourselves. And me, if it wasn't because of everything I went through, I wouldn't be here talking to you.
Correct, yeah.
So accept it and embrace it and make it part of yourself. And actually, this is what I want to teach in this January. Embrace every little shadow you have inside your body as yours and love it.
Great. Well, thank you very much for doing this interview, and I'm very happy that you're starting this at KeyTrain, and I'm pretty sure next year is going to be very successful for you.
Thank you so much.
And I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
I will hear from you, I'm sure, again.
And thank you for teaching me, Tai Chi, Qigong, because really that was an inspiration for me, and you're my mentor, and I really, everything that happened, it took me to this place, and and KeyTrain was one of the reasons
I'm happy to hear that, and you're a great student, so thank you. Great, all right, so we'll see you soon then.
Thank you so much,
All
thank
right.
you.